Hello viewers, this is Just Fake Network TV, a place where you can get the latest information about Nigerian news and now the news in details. Edo Assembly Bola Tinubu attacks Obaseki, makes fresh claim against governor. The national leader of the All Progressive Congress APC Bola Tinubu has reacted to recent events at the Edo State House of Assembly describing Governor Godwin Obaseki's actions as the gravest possible assault on constitutional democracy and the rule of law and escalations of violence and tensions in the state a purport to govern. Tinubu said this in a statement he personally signed and made available to Daily Post on Friday. The former Lagos State governor berated Obaseki, accusing him of making a mockery of Nigeria's constitution by blocking the timely inaugurations of the two-thirds of the elected members of the Edo State House of Assembly and now resorting to the strong arm tactics of dictators. According to Tinubu, Obaseki had sponsors hoodlums to deface, indeed destroy, part of the House of Assembly building in Benin while feigning the building is undergoing renovation. Then he imports sand and gravel to prevent access to the assembly complex, Tinubu said. He noted that by this singular act, Obaseki spent state fronts to thwart the very apparatus of the state government he was sworn to uphold. Tinubu said that the governor squandered public money to defeat the very will of the public. This is tragic beyond words. The statement added, as a pretext for his refusal to allow the Edo House of Assembly to function, Governor Obaseki's actions are perverse. This is a cowardly act and a move to thwart representative democracy in Edo. No renovations has been planned for the State House building. No appropriations was made in the state's budget. The only reasons any renovation could be deemed necessary is the destruction wrought by his own goons. Governor Obaseki's governance of Edo State recalls the worst excesses of our military past and represented the direct threat to the democratic order by his refusal to permit duly elected members of the Edo State House of Assembly to perform their constitutional duties. Governor Obaseki betrayed contempt for the people of the state and unfortunately is ignorant of Nigeria's constitutional order. As a governor, he ought to know better than to obstruct the functioning of his own legislature, but perhaps he is in need of a quick lesson. The legislative function is perhaps the most foundational obligations of any government. The UK, the Parliament, was famously said to be that supreme and absolute power which gives life and motions to the English government. In most democratic systems, the legislature is the arm of government containing within itself the people's representatives in government. As such, the legislative arm is critical. It is an important symbol of democratic governance. The voice, will, and desires of the people are reposed in their elected representative sent to the legislature to express and distill their amorphous will into the laws and codes by which the society has agreed to live. In the context of a constitutional democracy such as ours, the legislature's authority stems, in effect, from the recognition that it is the authentic mouthpiece of the people, entrusted with the responsibility of representing their collective will and the power to interpret and mold it into the laws of the land. It is, in short, not to be toyed with as a plaything of adherent and ill-disciplined governor. Undermine the legislature and you imperil democracy and allow governors to descend into anarchy. Indeed, it is no coincidence that of the three arms of government, the power of the legislatures are enumerated first. In our constitution, the legislatures is the authority imbued with the power to make laws for the peace, order, and good governance of the federation and state. Indeed, the Constitution makes clear that a governor's role primarily extends to the maintenance and implementations of the laws set down for him by his state legislature. In placing himself above the legislature, deciding who gets in and who is shut out, Governor Obaseki not only places himself above the nation's constitutional order, he places himself above the people of Edo State, whose representative he so brazenly tramples upon. One can only wonder, given the desperations with which he has acted, and his belligerent refusal to honor the free choice of the people of his own state, what mortal offense the majority members he has shut out have omitted to warrant such treatment. Although Governor Obaseki's conduct in the past years is undoubtedly impeachable, these legislators have made no threat to impeach the governor. Their only desire is to peacefully perform the duties asked of them by the constituents who elected them. What, then, is their offense? By all appearances, the governor is punishing these legislators for their loyalty to a party that is no longer his own. If every governor behaves as he is, obstructing the performance of any legislators who does not pledge to him their undying fealties, the entire edifice of democratic governance in Nigeria would grind to a complete halt. In his campaign for re-election, Governor Obaseki promises to represent and defend the interests of all the people of his state. Yet, so blinded is he by his personal ambition, he sees no irony in the fact that his actions have denied two-thirds of the people of his state their rights to representations in the state's only legislative chamber. Governor Obaseki must think the people of his state to be as foolhardy and ignorant as he, for even as he cut their votes, he continues to make a mockery of the institutions of democracy in his own House of Assembly. If Governor Obaseki believes the people are not aware of his inherent irony, he will undoubtedly learn the cost of his grave miscalculations in the fullness of time. The rule of law and preservation of democracy is too important to sacrifice at the altar of any one man's ambition. Governor Obaseki's woeful leadership of Edo State will hopefully be brought to an end soon by the very people whose right he has so carelessly trampled on under. One can only hope that the damage he is doing to the most important of the state's democratic institutions can just as easily be repaired. Wow. So viewers, what do you think about this? This is just an intelligent narrative. I can lie to you. And these are words of wisdom from Oracle himself. He doesn't talk often, but when he talks, he speaks the reality, he speaks the truth. It is full of intelligence work. Trust me. And that's just the fact about it. Many people might not support what he said. Even me, it's not that I'm supporting what he said, fully supporting what he said, but there are some truth in what Tinubu said. And that's just the fact about it. We might not really like support it. We might not admit it, but that's just the fact about it. People were just saying that Tinubu, you are not ashamed of yourself. What you did to somebody is what you want to Shomole to do to Obaseki. God will judge you. If it is this type of governance you will exhibit, God will not allow you to be the president of Nigeria. God will disgrace you and Shomole. They said Tinubu is right. He is among people that fought for democracy in Nigeria. Obaseki is a betrayer. Obaseki is a destroyer. They said Tinubu has not challenged Buhari on his handlings of democracy and the issues of security in Nigeria. He is talking about Edo because of party interest. Tinubu, how many persons are killed in Nigeria by Boko Haram bandits, herdsmen? What have you said about the killings? Life is bigger and more important than democracy. Defend lives before democracy. Wow. So viewers, what do you think about this? What is your own take? Your comment is highly appreciated. Do you really support what Tinubu said? I think above all, he said the truth. So kindly drop your comments at the comment section below. And for those who subscribe, I want to say God bless you to you for subscribing. We appreciate you. If you're yet to do so, kindly press the subscription button below. And also, please don't forget to press the notification button so that whenever we upload news, you will always be the first person to watch our latest news anytime, any day. Thank you so much. Stay safe at this crucial time. Bye.